Uh, Alright, I'm back. Hopefully it doesn't disconnect. I don't know why. I had to restart the whole thing all over again. I had to start the whole stream. I even had to change the title because it wouldn't go through. So I had to add tonight. I had to add night at the end of the whole thing. I don't know why. So at least I'm back. At least I'm back. Hopefully everybody comes back. Okay, stream, lots of static. Is static still? Or static now? I don't know. What kind of static do you see? What is it? Because I know I don't have any... Hold on. Maybe I think I know what it is. Let me see here. Where is it? Okay. I think it's probably this. Because I think I had something downloading in the background. So let me turn off that download. And that should probably fix the problem. So that way we avoid any static. And if you do hear like some sound... It's probably some air because I do have a fan on because it's Puerto Rico. It's hot, no matter, even if it feels a little cold, it's still hot. You know, we're living in the tropics, you know. I know probably you guys are like wishing that you were here in Puerto Rico instead of there covered in snow and everything else. So it's like, you know, it's a winter wonderland where a lot of you guys live right now. And if you guys are wondering if you've seen this picture in the background, Catherine, what is up? It was your mic. So is my mic fine right now? Because like I said, if you hear some static or you hear like something like that, it's probably because the fan is blowing near the microphone. So let me just see if I can just move it a little bit. That way I get some air and the mic doesn't get hit with that. So, you know. So what's your favorite Kamen Rider suit? My favorite Kamen Rider suit would have to be from the Kamen Rider O series. I don't remember exactly the name, but I remember he was all black and silver. He was all black and silver. A combination of a rhino and an ape, and I forgot what the last one was. So it's like that suit right there is awesome. Like I've even wanted to make that suit, but since, you know, at the time when the show was up, I wasn't doing any 3D modeling. I didn't know how to 3D model. There were no Pepper curve files for it. Like if there was, it was like very, very low poly. Like there was no detail whatsoever. So I couldn't even deal with any of that stuff. I couldn't model anything to save my life. And if you guys are wondering about this, like if you look at this model, everything is a little bit off from the front because when you get pictures, sometimes they're a little off. You know, the orthograph, because it's not orthographic on both sides. You know, sometimes they're different. So like here, you know, I have all the lines completely following around here, but when you go to the side, you basically have to do like a mishmash. You gotta do like a little mishmash. So, and you know, if I go like that, you know, it's like a little bit different. You know, it's like, it looks a little bit thinner, but that's because I have the picture forward. Because, you know, I have this picture forward. I have this one dead in this, almost like right here in the side, and I got a top image, just to make sure that, you know, it's like the shape stays like around that perimeter, like it's not off in any way. So, what type of 3D printer do you have? The type of 3D printer that I have is the CR10, the original CR10, which is, you know, 300 millimeters by 300 millimeters and height 400 millimeters. So it's actually a pretty good. It's good for a lot of, if you want to print a full helmet, but like I said, and I've said it in previous live streams and I said it in previous videos, that just because it can print most helmets all the way, it's not necessary every single helmet. You know, There is another CR10 that's a lot bigger, and I do mean a lot. We're talking like 500 millimeters. That would be good for a lot of different helmets that you can actually put it there. But you know, the bigger the print, the longer it takes. But you know, mine's is good for mostly like a lot of Power Ranger helmets, except for like certain ones. Like if I was to print the Bat in the Sun helmet, using that as an example, it does have a back fin. It's more longer. It's not round, so it's a little bit longer from the face to the back, and it has that fin that extends out, so it passes the 300 millimeter mark. So it would have to be cut into several sections just to fit in, and you'd have to weld it all together. So, and that's something I've done before. I've welded a lot of my helmets together, which is normal. You know, it's like just because you have to weld it together, you're still gonna have to do a little bit of body work, some sanding, so you'll be able to cover those weld marks that you did with your soldering iron, and have a perfectly nice helmet ready